Hey everyone, JonRunner88 here, and here's my top 10 figures of 2025. This is going to be like, it's my top 10, subjective. Not everything is, some people probably see the battle droid here and they're just like, why would that be on your top 10? I've got my reasons, and, I'll explain a little bit. To start off though, we'll do some honorable mentions. I didn't grab anything. I didn't grab everything to show off. One that would be an example would be like the Carson Teva figure. I love that came out, but I'm not a fan of him being like in the bomber jacket. I wish it was just like a regular X-wing jumpsuit. And then I've got like Indara, just like all of the like Acolyte, like Jedi. Like I love those figures. They're great. But didn't quite make it on my top 10 just because, like, especially like Indara, like she's got like, interesting outfit on, doesn't quite fit with like the Jedi from like the Clone Wars and stuff, like that style, but still great figures. But we'll start off with, let's go with honorable mention of Dedra here. Nice and out of focus. It's great to finally get like a female officer or Imperial officer. I know people are disappointed with the legs. They're not that bad, but the likeness is great and awesome to finally have that to play with in the future. Hopefully they make more characters on that body. And then we've got Nebran Leeds. I just enjoy. I feel like this was kind of like them testing the waters for maybe some other four-armed characters, seeing how that would work out, because it is kind of like a interesting choice for the HasLab, at least. And then last honorable mentions I'm going to throw in here are the Tonica sisters, just because, of course, throw them in there. So many people have been wanting them. It's awesome that we have them, but they'll be on they'd be 11. How about that? I'll give you that. But let's get into my top 10 list. We'll start off with, some people will be like, why is this guy here? I'll tell you why it's here. I love army building. I don't go like super nuts. Like I'll have like maybe like 8 or so of like a particular trooper or something. But I was excited when this set was announced because we get the like the commander here, and they did the new legs. It'd be nice if we got new arms, but they at least did something for us for that pack, and I loved having extras that I could paint up. So I've got my security droids, and I got some pilot droids. So it was cool to get that 4-pack, and the deco was different on all 4 of the droids in the pack, which was really nice. So it was a fun pack for me. I definitely enjoyed like painting these up and everything, but that is why the battle droid is in here on my top 10. I just had a lot of fun painting them up. I like looking up pictures online and trying to see like where the red is on the droid or where the blue is. So we'll go on to my number 9, which is going to be, grab one from back here. Got the Shock Clone Troopers. So, number 9, just because I just love clones. I absolutely love them. We need more. They need to just pump them out, keep giving them to us. The deco all over this guy is great. I did add more, like I added white speckles and black marks all over just to dirty him up, make him look a little more distinct from the other one. They actually painted like the back panels on them, which was nice. Sometimes they like skimping out on stuff like that. But just like another clone variant, a lot of people were excited about it. And, they didn't skimp on any of the paint on this guy. He's got the brow line, looking good. So, get them off there. Now, let's move on to number 8. Sorry, got distracted. My 8 looked weird on the paper, so I couldn't find it. But we've got Pelion The likeness on this figure is absolutely insane. Even in the promo shots, I was just like, whoa. And in person, it's still whoa. He looks so good. That whole set was fun, but I would have, if given the opportunity to just buy him and skip out on, I didn't need, another Thrawn and stuff. It was fine, but him and then Joris Sabayoth, however you want to say it, him and Joris were the standouts in that set, definitely. But Pelion is just, he can go anywhere in our displays, any Imperial display, he can just be looking awesome in the back. So he's my number 8. Put him back there. Now number 7, we have Agent Kallus here. Take a look at him. I was really excited when they announced him. He's got a lot of new pieces that I wasn't expecting. They bothered doing the little arm pads there, and he just, overall looks great. He uses the Thrawn legs, I think, so it was some nice reuse on Hasbro's part, and it's just a nice realistic likeness of him. And the helmet, it is removable, and it fits nice and fits really nice on him, and doesn't look overly huge or anything. I do wish he came with the gun version of his staff that he has. That's kind of what my one nitpicks about it, but awesome to get him. Now we'll move on to number 6. Got Marin here. I haven't played the games or anything. I don't really have much of a connection to her, but she's just a great looking figure. She's got deco all over the place. It was kind of a pain to find one that had the good tattoos and the good straight eyes. The tattoos were either kind of off a little bit, or the eyes were a little wonky. So I had to go through 3 figures, I think, before finding a good one. But she's got a lot of accessories too. She's got her little dagger in the back, and then she's got the spear version of that. She's got an extra hand that you can put this effect in. So it's just really cool to have this 100%. I'm pretty sure she's 100% new. I don't think they reused anything on her. And then to have a bunch of accessories to go along with her, that's unheard of these days. But definitely an awesome figure. Now, that was my 6. We'll go on to 5, and we'll go into Momon Nadon here. And yeah, just a great figure, just an awesome alien. Articulation is just awesome, just in the waist and everything, just the expressive hand. They did come with an extra hand to hold a cup with, and it was just an awesome figure, just articulation all the way around. They didn't skimp on anything. We've got the soft goods on the bottom so that they can sit properly, and just think I'm gonna maybe go through and give the wash isn't too bad, but I might go in and do a little extra, maybe on the belt or something. But I did get the kind of vintage color variant one, and that one definitely needs a wash, so I'll definitely hit that one at some point. But it's Momon, and now that was Momon, number 5. Let's go on to number 4. Number 4, Asajj Ventress. Let's pull her out over here. She is my only issue with this figure, really. Aside from the obvious female figures not having wrist articulation, is the hilts are way too big and just thick, and it's just a weird decision. They could have easily have made them thinner. It's mostly the ends. They just get super thick for some reason, and I don't know why they did that. But I know it's to accommodate the peg, but they could. It's they could have done something else, or just given us I don't know. It's just just not a great decision. I'm sure it's got to do with the thresholds in the factory of how big to make the pegs and stuff to avoid things breaking. But I love the kind of iridescent color on her top here. She's got the Morgan Elsbeth legs, which when I reviewed that figure, I was they're definitely gonna do like Asajj with those legs. And I think she it doesn't have too much like the moving forward of like the ankle is kind of a pain, but you can get her in any pose you need her to. And I really like that they did this in soft goods, this little like a tabard little flap here. And look better if it was in focus, right? A little off center now that I'm looking at it, but it still looks good. I think the shock tee that's coming out is like a plastic one, which I'm kind of disappointed by. Actually, because I mean they can do it, they can do the printing, so it would have been nice if they did that with her. But all right, so we got Asajj. Moving on to number 3, and that is we got Anakin here. I held off on the single release because I did order the 3-pack with this Clone Wars Anakin and the kind of like Revenge of the Sith version. And this one comes with like the cape and everything, and I was worried that like the cape couldn't come off, but it does like slip off the shoulders. So like I actually reached out to like a Hasbro representative, and I was just like, because they mentioned like the cape could come off, and I was like, how does the cape come off? Does it clip off? Does it like? And they said that it can come off, so that was really my only hold up. Also, the regular release didn't have the scar on the eye, so glad I held out and got this one. And he's just great. I need more Jedi to go along with him so that I can do more Clone Wars pictures, and hopefully next year with the Battle of Geonosis coming up, we get a lot of those Jedi. And even like, we'll get the Battle of Geonosis version. Like I want a new Plo Koon so bad. Give us a new Plo Koon, and then give us a Clone Wars version after you do the Battle of Geonosis version, because then you'll just have to, change out his his forearms basically. But definitely want a new Plo Koon, and he'd look awesome next to Anakin and Ahsoka. And yeah, so definitely might go through, give him a little wash on his hair at some point. But other than that, I just love the look of this figure. He's got these options with the cape, and yeah, there's Anakin, number 3 right there. So we've got 2 left, and yeah, let's go with number 2. That is going to be the Snowtrooper, and we got the single carded and the 4-pack. I ended up getting 3 single carded ones. I got 2 to begin with, and then I got a third one, I think at GameStop, with like my $5 rewards I used on it, so I got it for a little cheaper. And then I got the 4-pack, so it's not an army, but it's enough to make it look like an army at the right angles. So just awesome to get this brand new figure. Just got the soft goods, the backpack. Just again, might go in at some point and like kind of, I'll look at some like reference pictures to see just how dirty they were in the movie. I might add like a few like nicks or speckles here and there. I think for the most part they're pretty clean, but yeah. I went outside the other day with these guys. It snowed, so I did a nice winter shot with them. And we are not focusing much today, are we? But yeah, just awesome to get a whole new just army builder trooper. And yeah, so that was number 2. We've only got 1 left if you've been paying attention, and he's right over here. Our second member of the Bad Batch in how many years? It's gross how long it's taking, but you might look at this and wonder why yours doesn't have all these paint apps on it. It's because I customized mine. I added tons of paint to him. I weathered him all over. I added the, kind of bullseye to his helmet there. I added a little like kind of iridescent paint on his rangefinder there. Just paint all around, just nicks, and painted up his little like bandolier shoulder pad here. This wasn't red, I painted that. These weren't silver, I painted those. Just all around, like little buttons on his backpack, I painted those. I just had a blast with him. And some reuse from Hunter for like the forearm and the all the legs. I'm pretty sure from the, like, you know, waist down, or like abs down, he's all Hunter. I think his arms are all Hunter. And they did do a new chest piece for him, which I was very surprised by. So, look at that. Look how blurry. I know you're having a great time watching this video, aren't you? But he was great. He came with he's got his little side blaster there. He's got his sniper that can come apart. Can't go under the backpack like how it does in the show, because I'm pretty sure in the show it goes in like scope first, which is a little weird. But I put it in like that, and I think it looks good. And then he comes with his amazing head portrait here. It looks so dang good. And swappable head and helmet, which, thank you, Hasbro, for rectifying that from Hunter. Hunter was fine, but definitely helmet was slightly too big on him. But Crosshair, it looks awesome all the way around. He was just missing a lot of paint hits on him, especially like the helmet there. Like, that should have 100% been there. And, you know, I did what I could, but it's like kind of like the figure here, like kind of like the realistic version, it's like more kind of like elongated or something. So like this bullseye should have been a little more circular, but I did what I could on him. It's a very small figure, so. But yeah, you know, I picked him as my #1 just because he looks great, and I had a lot of fun like painting him. I was like, it's like, you know, they leave out a lot of paint apps, but it does give me the opportunity to like just have some fun and just kind of decompress and paint for a little bit. And just here's hoping we get the other brothers soon. We need the other members of the batch. Wrecker, Tech, Omega. I don't care much about their like mercenary outfits, but definitely want them in their regular, like their original like grays and reds, blacks and reds and grays. And yeah, you can throw Echo in there too while you're at it, because I'm sure you could probably use a few pieces from some of the other guys if they're creative with it. Yeah. Love Crosshair. Love the Bad Batch. Downside to using Hunter is he's got like no peg holes. It's like, why even bother with that? But yeah, that's my top 10 for 2025. I would say we definitely got some awesome releases this year, but obviously room for improvement. Like, we need more clones out there. We need like more commanders, like clone commanders and everything. They've got so many pieces already. Like the fact that they're not pumping out like army builders, even if they do like smaller runs of them or something, or do just like 2 packs to kind of like minimize costs or something. I don't know, but it'd be awesome to get a lot more clones, especially going into next year with the Battle of Geonosis, and we have our gunships that will be arriving at some point. But I think that's going to about do it for this. Do you agree with my top 10? I doubt you will. Everybody's got their own opinions, and they're all valid. And yeah, let me know in the comments what your like #1 figure was this year. And then tell me what your #5 figure is this year. But go follow me over on Instagram, JonRunner88 over there as well. I do not as much lately. I'm going to try and get back into it, but a lot of old pictures over there for setups that I've done and like dioramas and whatnot. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.